All right, so with it looking increasingly likely that Brook Lopez will return to the Milwaukee Bucks, the Rockets may need to turn their attentions elsewhere. And there's one player who I feel like can provide a similar skill set, is a lot younger and will be cheaper. But before I get into who that player is, make sure you like the video, subscribe, share the video, all that stuff there. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the player I will be talking about is Mo Bamba. And I feel like Mo will be a decent replacement for what you were looking for in Brook Lopez. Now, by no stretch of the imagination is Mo Bamba as good as Brook Lopez. Nobody is saying that. But if you miss out on that kind of target, I feel like Mo could be the guy who helps you in the areas you need, in the sense of he can block shots and he's a decent three-point shooter. Well, I'd say good, but he's inconsistent at times. So that skill set is definitely something Rafael Stone has been looking for. And Mo Bamba can definitely come in as a suitable, maybe backup center playing 15 minutes per game, who can provide you that kind of spark. Another key thing to know is that Mo's only 25 years old, so he isn't like 36. At the same time, he's at 19, so he's a guy with a good amount of experience in this league, but also with a lot to prove. And I'll be sure that he'll be playing with a chip on his shoulder to maybe work for a future contract, because if you do get Mo, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 1 year $4 million deal. So Mo will be incentivized to play hard to get a bigger contract next year, and also would like to remind teams that he can still be a very effective center in the modern day NBA. You know, I was a big Brook Lopez to Houston guy, but one thing which made me think a lot was, would Brook Lopez take too many minutes of Sengun, which could potentially stunt his growth? Because realistically, you were never paying Brook Lopez $20 million to put him on the bench or play him 16 minutes per game. So I was thinking, okay, cool. If you bring Brook Lopez in, that could slightly hinder Sengun's development, kind of. But I would still do it, because I feel like if you're trying to improve now and win now, you're making Sengun fight for his role, but at the same time, you're elevating your team. But with Mo Bamba, you don't have to worry about that, because him and Sengun will still battle for minutes, but the center role is still Sengun's to fight for and overall develop as he has more time on the court, most likely. But Mo Bamba can also be put into the game for defensive reasons at times. And don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you Mo Bamba's the complete player defensively, because I feel like he's a good shot blocker, but does have leaps and bounds to go to become an overall anchor in the interior. But when it comes to overall rim protection, he's the best the Rockets would have if you brought him in, so alongside Jabari Smith. So I feel like he's a guy which you should definitely take a look at. And like I said, if it's going to be on the cheap, he's definitely a good alternative, a low risk, high reward, because realistically speaking, if you bring in Mo Bamba and it doesn't work out, it's going to be in a cheap short-term deal anyway, so there's not really a detriment to saying, oh, we're going to be tied into this money. No, so I definitely feel like it's a gamble worth taking. And Mo Bamba is a guy who showed a lot of signs. Like the season before last, so I'm talking about the 21-22 season, which is essentially what got Mo Bamba paid. You know, he was averaging around 10.6 points per game, 8 rebounds, 1.7 blocks, on 38% from 3 on 4 attempts per game, and 48% from the field in 25 minutes. So he can be an effective big man in the correct role. He did have a down year with Orlando, which led him to get traded. You know, Bo kind of stole his minutes before Bo fell out the rotation, whatever. And then with the Lakers, apart from the injury he sustained, Darvin Ham didn't show much trust in him before, and after the injury, he just wasn't able to get back in that rotation even when healthy. So his values are an all-time low. So if I was the Rockets, I'd take a chance on that whilst I can, because there's still talent there with Mo Bamba. He might be coming off a down year, which is going to hinder his value, like I said like 2 minutes ago. But at the same time, it's a risk worth taking, because his skills that he provides as a floor spacing big man, can block shots, is something which the Rockets need. And if you can't find it in Brook Lopez because he's demanding too much money, or the role he's asking for alongside the money doesn't match what you're trying to do, or he just isn't trying to come to Houston, then a guy like Mo Bamba will be a very suitable alternative. Before you guys kill me in the comment section, I've said 1,000 times, I'm not saying that Mo Bamba is as good as Brook Lopez. Nobody is saying that. But as an alternative, skill set wise, I feel like he's the closest thing you can get on a much cheaper deal to Brook Lopez skill set wise, which is available on the market. So it's definitely something I take a look at. Definitely look at the situation and what I could potentially do with that. But I feel like Mo could add a lot to this team that they really don't have. So that's all I really got for this video today. It's nothing too tough, nothing too groundbreaking, but it's just my opinion. You know, in the comment section down below, let me know if you man agree with me or disagree. Well, obviously, if you disagree with me or anyone in the comments, keep it respectful. Like, we're not kids. We don't need to be disrespectful, insulting each other. Like, if you disagree, cool, state your opinion, keep it respectful, keep it stepping. We don't do the disrespecting around here. Only good energy, good vibes, etc. So yeah, like I said, agree, disagree, but keep it respectful. You know what I'm trying to say. But that's all I got for this video today, really. People, make sure you stay blessed, enjoy the rest of your week. And yeah, we'll see what happens with the rest of this Houston Rockets free agency. It's going to be like the moratorium thing today. I think you can pre-agree deals verbally. But that's all I got for this video today. Stay blessed, my people, and I'm out. Peace.